Welcome back. I know you miss me. It's Coach P, aka Goat Door, the unofficial assistant coaches. You might know me as Coach Oos. Honorary Uso. My voice still out of here, but I gotta bring this content on home, baby. Shout out to all my Patreon fans who watched it live with us. Patreon.com/Coach John Doe. My voice ain't bounced back yet. But I know y'all waiting on this review, so let's get to it. Alabama has won a total of 33 conference championships coming into Saturday. This includes 4 Southern Conference and 29 SEC championships. Truly the kings of the SEC. So if you down with Bama, you down with the kings. Shout out to Run DMC 1993. This would be for the 30th SEC championship, light years ahead of anybody else. When everybody else play Georgia, aka the Alabama clones of the East, they see this. Georgia 40-0 in the last 3 seasons versus any team that ain't coached by Goat Saban. When we play them, we see this. Georgia 1-2 versus Bama in that same span. And that one loss, of course, came out the kicking the ass of what they call the best Georgia team of all time in the SEC championship. We played them a second time, same year, but without our top 2 receivers. And still had the lead all the way through the 4th. Saban 4-1 versus Kirby should be 5-0. Between Jimbo Fishy Fish, Lane Ash Chew Kiffin, Sark, and all the other former assistants, Kirby can say with confidence and pride that Nick Saban is truly his daddy. A lot of guys took teaching styles, notes, etc., all that from Nick Saban, but Kirby said, forget all that. I'm going to be Nick Saban, Nick 2.0. And it worked against every other coach but Nick. Time to train these unfit watchdogs. This ain't Georgia from 2 years ago that we whooped when we was healthy, and we can prove it. These ain't junkyard dogs. These pooches ain't nothing but mangy runaway mutts. And we need to keep these 4-legged disease flea bags off the streets. So in the words of my main man,
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
Shout out to Bob Barker. Now you got 2 legends in the intro. And somebody tell David Pollock next time he gets high for his lack of wisdom and stupidity to keep the real GOAT name out his mouth. And maybe he'll last longer. It's the 2023 SEC Championship held annually at Bryant-Denny East, where we look to be an incredible 18-1. It's the unofficial voice of Alabama football, doing this with no voice. Coach P, aka Go Dope. Let's get straight to it. Oh, y'all look at my voice already done took a hit, baby. Watching it with my Patreon family every Saturday. Make sure y'all get in on that Patreon, man. Patreon.com/Coach John Doe. Hey, what up, Miro? Like I said in the UTC game on your first ball to burden. When you step into that thing, actually step into it. You almost slid versus UTC.
But even on something like this one, when he step into it, the front leg don't bend. He don't naturally step into the throw and follow all the way through. He'll retract his upper body and depend more on the arm strength and still just kind of whip it out of there. Look how straight the front leg is when he planted. Almost slip it so straight. You got to bend that leg and follow through on your throw.
He got there because he was so wide open, but I said you got to throw it the same way every time. Look, you throw it off that back leg again. This time he actually slipped. 96 dropped some pressure. 96 get there late, but that ain't what caused him to slip. It's that style that caused him to slip. The same throwing style on the first pass versus UTC. I told you it's like a different throwing style every time. We go work on that though. Like I said, look at this. Look at that first front leg. You got to step into it. That front leg, look, you got to hit that check down. 5 just creeped out the backfield so nicely. You was looking at Bun wasn't open. You got to, hey, check please. Got to be watching for them check downs, Miro. Let's go after that 4th and 31. Like I said, we gonna have a cool little game this game, Miro. We ain't got nothing to say. I'm glad we just able to even fight this game out. Like I said, we weren't happy about the Auburn game, but that one shot at the end made up for a lot of stuff. So just with that shot alone, let's just see what we got. Like I said, starting off on the first one, hey, like I said, just step into that throw. You shouldn't be extending that leg and not stepping on that leg. It's the same thing I called out of UTC. Go look at the UTC game, first throw. You almost slipped on that one. This time you actually did. When you actually step into it, actually step on that leg. Don't just stick it out in front of you. Step on that leg and follow through. The bum wasn't even open on that one. Watch for that check down. 3rd and 7. You want that Heisman, I'm going to tell you how to get that Heisman. You got to be able to hit these, Miro. We need these. This is what I say about the defense. Just keep giving us chances, keep giving us chances. We don't need to be getting off the field right here. That's the fastest man probably on both teams. You saw him come under your eyes wide open. Then the next guy can't cross wide. These guys can't really stick with us a man like that on no quick crosses. Once we get in front of them, they can't do nothing but chase us. Just because they ain't 20 yards wide open don't mean they ain't wide open. But it's okay. We can work on this. But look at this, man. I'm gone. You can't do that. Just put it in front of him. Or put it in front of him. In front of him. It's man-to-man. When these guys are man-to-man like that, Miro, you got to be able to put it in front of them. Throw them open, man. I know you can throw the open players, but now we finna get on that throwing the players open. And they already open. I'm just saying, you got to get ready to start leading some of these guys. Trust in your eyes. Start to trust in them eyes, man. And that's what I'm saying. When we don't trust the eyes, we expect the legs. When we don't see neither of them, it get us frustrated. But it's all right. We gonna fix all this. We finna make this run, baby. This championship a bust. Now, look at this guy. You think this guy belong on the field versus Alabama? Look at this. Look at this video and look at his face, and you just tell me what it look like he's good at in life. I can't tell, but this show ain't quarterbacking, especially in no SEC.